for a living?
Where did they work?
Mm-hmm.
My mother worked. My mother worked sewing or making parachutes for the flyers during the war. She went to work, and she used to. She was a good sewer. She used to sew all the time. My father. My father always worked. He worked during the Depression. He was the only one working in the whole apartment house. So he worked for a place called Rice's Bakery, and it was somewhere down there on Springfield Avenue. I don't know, somewhere down there towards Irvington. And he used to bring home all leftovers and whatever he could lay his hands on. And like he used to get home around midnight, and he used to, you could hear him coming up the stairs, and then you could hear the doors opening, and you could hear, "Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Jack. God bless you, Jack." He was feeding the whole apartment house with all these goodies, cakes, breads, raisins, whatever he could lay his hands on from that bakery. He would bring home a big bag, and he would hand them out as he was coming up the stairs to us. And this went on for quite a while. They all depended on him to eat, I guess, because there wasn't much food to eat. And then after the Depression, Franklin Roosevelt took over from Hoover, and he got a job in Port Newark. So he was more or less loading munition ships that were going to overseas or wherever they needed the munitions. And so my mother was sewing parachutes, and he was working the munitions. And it was round-the-clock deal, you know. During the war, everybody worked. Women, men, they didn't care. They put them to work. And that's about it.
So as a little kid, did you understand that your father was feeding the neighbors because they were destitute
and
didn't?
Sure.
How did it make you feel?
We knew it because we used to stay up because we wanted to eat too.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother was crazy on them raisins. Oh, brother. So, yeah, we knew he was feeding them all, but we could hear him, and a lot of times a couple of kids would talk, "Man, you know, them buns were good your father brought over," you know, and all this stuff.
How did you feel?
How did I feel? I don't think at that time there was any feelings. It just took it.
How do you feel now? Thinking about it now that
I think about it, I think he did a hell of a job. He should have got a medal.